Welcome to tonight's red and guard from Penn State.
First-time All-Star Holmgren to jump on us here from Ball Arena in Denver. Hartenstein making his second game back, lobs it towards the rim, and a little bit of a miscommunication ends up with Denver. Murray, just a pep in his step this year, averaging nearly 26 a game. Inside Watson, and it blocked. SGA on the recovery. Oh, what a find. Wallace on the save, SGA on his backside, and here come the Thunder the other way. You can feel the energy in this building. They will stand until that first bucket from the Nuggets. Wallace will load it up, and he knocks it down. The first points belong to the Thunder.
And you can see right away so much attention to SGA, rightfully so. He finds the open Wallace, and you're right, this is like a playoff atmosphere here in early February.
Jalen Pickett really stepped up in the absence of Jokic along with Murray. Cuts in the lane, and Murray finds him for the first basket for the Denver side.
And the complementary players, guys like Jalen Pickett, Spencer Jones, they have really stepped up, as you said, gained a comfort level with the team. Pickett moving without the ball, but they're easy too.
We've been seeing more zone defense from Denver, and Holmgren can't make them pay from the outside as Pickett tracks it down. Watson in transition has been a man possessed of late. He'll rise. In and out from three. Watson, without Jokic, averaged over 22 points per game over that 16-game stretch. Here's Holmgren, putting up nearly 18 points, just under 9 rebounds per game on the season. Get it right back from Wallace. Watson not shy defensively. Good physical play, and Holmgren can't finish. Tip in goes over the top of Jokic. It's Hartenstein.
And that's what Hartenstein does. The physicality, obviously on the glass. And they are excited he's back healthy.
Just does so much for them offensively as Murray knocks one through in the mid-range.
And he's in playoff form right now, Jamal Murray. Right now, just a nice flow and rhythm to his game.
Both coaches said that it's almost unfathomable that this guy had not been named to an all-star team until today. As the corner triple goes down, Cason Wallace has 2 already on the board from the outside. But David Adelman said to Jamal, well, it can't be the inverse now because you had the quick start and you're going to have a slow finish. You've got to keep this up, if not continue to ramp it up even further. Looking to back down on Dort, one of the best defenders on ball in the NBA, and he somehow floats that one up and in.
And good defense, just better offense there. And Murray has come out the gates aggressive.
SGA pulls and drills.
Once again, I mean, double team right there. Maybe a little contact on the arm, but so good in the mid-range.
Oklahoma City got down early on Thursday against Minnesota in Minneapolis and felt like they were playing from behind the rest of the way. Mark Daigneault stressed a fast start by his team as Peyton Watson finds nylon. Watson shooting 42% from 3 on the season, probably his most improved aspect of his game amongst many qualities. Dort has the response from the outside.
And right away, you see SGA in facilitator mode. I believe that's 3 assists for 3-pointers from SGA, 2 to Wallace, and right there to Dort.
Oklahoma City 3 of 4 from the outside after really struggling to defend the 3 against Minnesota. The Wolves went 22 of 47. Around the horn, it's Murray. And the rebound falls to Holmgren. Well, the Thunder are the only team in the NBA ranked in the top 5 in offensive and defensive rating right now. However, Denver is the #1 rated offense in the NBA this season. That includes the 16 games that Nikola Jokic missed. 8 to shoot now for SGA, bouncing for Holmgren on the outside. Picked up by Jones. Holmgren drive. Holmgren, tough one, foul. Got a field goal attempt. SGA only 1 field goal attempt so far, and now all 5 starters have scored for 4 games, and they've gone 3 and 4 over their last 7. Now, we talked about who they're missing. Still no Jalen Williams, out with the continued thigh issue. Alex Caruso missing another game with the adductor, and then maybe the biggest under-the-radar miss right now is A.J. Mitchell, who is having a phenomenal season as another scorer for this. Oh! Peyton Watson! He just cracked the case! He got them back on their feet at Ball Arena. Gilgeous-Alexander shifting for 2, and he'll quiet them real quick.
Just 2 spectacular plays back to back, and high-level offense on this floor tonight.
Murray off the screen from Jokic. Murray up and under, trying to flip it up, and he was fouled. Doing every
emphatic slam. Wow.
Oklahoma City is
Jalen Williams last year was an all-star. They're going to miss those guys who can sort of be playmakers when SGA goes out. That's been part of the challenge here as of late. How to run your offense when SGA is not on the floor.
Mark Daigneault says they just have to run it more efficiently and with a little bit more pace. This ball has to be popping on this side with SGA on the bench. Wiggins trying to turn the corner, he couldn't. 6 to shoot now for Holmgren. Pump, rip, drive, kick. Wiggins is going to have to force it with a grenade. End of the clock, got it off, and he put it through. Aaron Wiggins has been a huge boost at times this year, averaging 10.5 points per game.
He's obviously a three-point shooter there, showing he can get into the mid-range as well.
They're trying to get Jokic involved, scoring a little bit here. Get it right back to Watson. Levitates, feeds, Murray. Rebound, Jokic just taps it to himself. What feel from the Joker. Pickett fend off. Reset now with Watson, 8 to shoot. Working again against Holmgren. Hesitate, the cross, and Watson just came up short. And rebound saved by Pickett, ran to the hands of Wallace. Midway through this fast-paced first quarter, OKC up 7 early. Hartenstein, that was just short on the floater. You don't see him miss a ton of those. And now finally Murray's going to slow it down a little bit. The intensity already at a 10. Jokic bounce, taken away. Wiggins stepped in the passing lane. Bounce it, and a kick ball. Watson and Pickett were there to sandwich that pass.
And down the floor. So he's going to sort of lock in on the defensive end here as this first quarter winds down.
Jalen Williams on the floor for OKC. Holmgren short on the 3, and the rebound goes to Tim Hardaway Jr. What a pickup he's been for the Nuggets this year, averaging 14.1 points per game. He has gone 16 of his last 27 from 3, and on the season is shooting 41% from the outside. Here's Jokic against Williams. Back down. Jokic floating. First field goal attempt of the night for Nikola Jokic, 7 minutes in. Holmgren shovel, Wiggins out there. Just trying to find some semblance of creation offensively without SGA. Rebound falls in the hands of Williams. A second chance now for the Thunder. It will be Williams, and it will be short on another 3.
You said it best. Without SGA, the offense just not clean for OKC.
You could hear the collective gasp as Williams and Jokic get into it after the miss, but everybody in this crowd wanted to see Hardaway put up that last 3. Wiggins off the screen, shielding the ball. 10 to shoot, 4.5 to play in the first. Wiggins will try and hit the 3.
He got the mismatch there. Jokic stayed back a little bit too far. And that is Aaron Wiggins' comfort zone there at the three-point line.
16 to shoot now for Jokic. Spin. Oh, behind the head. It's Jones all alone. The highlight for 3. Nikola Jokic showing off some early magic. Wallace pump, drive, Euro, and a foul is called. Murray just tried to swipe down and jar it loose. And look, he's going to stay on the floor with Brown, Jones, Strother, and Hardaway. It's SGA, Kenrich Williams, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, and Aaron Wiggins from Mark Daigneault's team. On the back down, Valanciunas, brute force, gets in the paint. Skyhook comes up short. Rebound, Bruce Brown had it knocked away but a foul.
The offensive rebound. But you have Watson, you have Murray in the second. Important for the Nuggets.
Aaron Gordon still in street clothes. Asked David Adelman about Bruce Brown. Really what he brings to this team in his second stint. And he said the defensive intensity is really the biggest thing that stands out the most. You get guys to fit the Nikola Jokic play style, and maybe nobody does it better than Bruce Brown. As Williams turns it over, and then Kenrich Williams takes it right back. Up ahead for J. Will. Back to Williams, right down the middle for 2.
I'll tell you what, since Kenrich Williams has checked in the game, he has impacted this team, getting steals, offensive rebounds, drawing fouls, little things that have helped the Thunder.
Brown cut off by Wiggins, outside Hardaway. They're trying to feed the post. Valanciunas had to go to the corner to get it. Valanciunas will line it up, and he puts it home. Only his 5th made 3 of the season. playing in his 975th career NBA game as Brown's going to be called for the foul.
Has been on top of things for his team early in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander driving kick. Joe is dangerous. Bottom, a three.
And we've seen that a bunch. You know, Gilgeous-Alexander getting into the paint, making the right read, and setting up his teammates.
OKC now 6 of 15 from three. Denver, the best three-point shooting team in the NBA, 4 of 9. Brown trying to drive. Fending off. Fader, short. And the rebound up for grabs comes up to Wiggins. SGA on the cross, the drive, the spin. Couldn't put it home, but he is fouled. And 2 more.
Abby able to maneuver. Can't blame.
And if it was on you, you're man enough to actually apologize to the entire Gilgeous-Alexander family.
Well, my wife is Canadian. So
okay, so that'll do it. I see. You're diplomatic. 2 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Strawther can be a volume scorer, and he floats it in. Only 4 games this year in double figures. He had a string last year where he really turned it on. SGA, he'll find the sliver in the defense.
Oh, man.
Strawther at the controls again with Murray on the bench. Got the screen from Valanciunas. Kick it, Brown, 10 to shoot. Valanciunas against Williams. Likes the matchup, just can't hit that time.
Really one and done right now for Denver. No second chance opportunities. They're going to have to figure out here on the defensive end how to get some stops.
Already 8 offensive rebounds for OKC. Williams can't hit there, and it's one and done this time for the Thunder. Strawther in transition off the screen. Tried to turn the corner, had it knocked out of his hands. And Jalen Williams will claim the tip. Shout out to Ball Arena. They went House of Pain. Good choice for the jump ball.
I like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander at the controls. Dancing on Brown. SGA evades. SGA will pull. It's pure. Gilgeous-Alexander, an unstoppable.
And just how he approaches the game, always under control. Great skill, great talent.
Denver needed
and
something.
Great fashion, too.
It's very good. Very impressive. Murray got it inside. Valanciunas had it blocked initially, but he stays with the play.
You see the difference. Murray checking back into the game, creating that opportunity for Valanciunas. And right now, a 2-3 zone by Denver to try to maybe slow down SGA in his attack.
Almost changed into a 1-3-1 after the first pass, and Isaiah Joe is a zone buster all by himself. So Joe hits on another 3. Oklahoma City now 7 of 17. Murray's response not there. It's over 4 minutes gone in this second quarter. SGA looking to build on this cushion. And he's fouled. It's going to be Jones.
Alexander on that shot attempt leading to the foul.
12 points for SGA. For more, we go
out there. Lou Dort told me he brings a suitcase to these closet sales and gets his best stuff.
Ashley, did you ask if he had any extras? Because that's some expensive stuff.
I mean, I think you just have to, you got to be a teammate to be invited to these things, unfortunately.
Right, true.
Double XL, Ashley, if you ask.
Okay.
Yeah, Grant actually could fit into the clothes. I don't know about the 2 of us. Valanciunas, a series of moves for the Dukes.
Throwback basketball right there. Valanciunas. At some point you think of 3-4 dribbles, somebody will come to help in that situation.
Williams has made a real impact off the bench, but he throws it away. And a foul away from the ball as Watson was trying to cut. It's going to be Dort. And Jokic hand it, Murray. Now Jokic has Williams inside. Murray goes right to work on Holmgren. Jamal Murray with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Denver still shooting 50%, but Oklahoma City has 8 offensive rebounds, and Isaiah Joe has another 3.
Right now, SGA, just the awareness, finding Isaiah Joe. So much attention on him. Joe wide open.
Bounce it, Jokic. Strawther tees it up, money. 4th assist for the Joker. Dort's response is there.
Right now, elite level basketball, elite level shooting from both teams right now, and doing it from downtown.
Jokic handed for Watson. Off the screen. He'll pull. Well short. SGA always in control. Senses a little bit of space. He just goes right past Watson and spins it home. Creativity from the MVP.
Oh, man. The way he operates going to the rim, as good as anyone in the league has ever seen.
Jokic back down into the body of Holmgren. Outside it's Strother again. Nails another three.
And this team, the #1 3-point percentage team in the NBA. Strother getting involved from downtown.
As a team, they shoot at 39.8%. But OKC has matched them from the outside. Holmgren spins and scores. Mark Daigneault wanted more pace in the half-court offense. He's gotten it so far from his team. Murray has to pick up the dribble. Jokic on the outside. Right back to Murray. Pump. Step back. Murray buries it. Timeout, Mark Daigneault. The Nuggets.
Second quarter.
All 6 going for threes. And the Thunder 4 for 5 from 3 this quarter. The Nuggets are also 4 for 5, but they haven't found any ground on what is now a 10-point deficit. SGA on the bench. Murray has a steal. It's a 1-on-2. Murray, patient, can't finish. Hartenstein had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds by Watson. It's Wiggins, Holmgren, Joe, Hartenstein, and Dort, the 5 on the floor. Back down, Holmgren, just right through Hardaway for 2.
Had the mismatch in size right there, and Holmgren just takes his time, shoots, and elevates right over top. I think Jokic obviously has got to get more involved here, get some touches.
And he's fouled on the catch by Hartenstein. Second game back, Nikola Jokic, after missing a month. Same deal for Isaiah Hartenstein, who also missed 16 straight games. And you can see just a little bit off right now. Jokic this first half. OKC shooting 54% from the floor. Double comes on Holmgren. Tries to bounce it inside. It's knocked out of bounds by Murray. Wiggins will trigger. In for Joe. Way too much space, but he missed it. Plucked down by Murray. Jamal Murray, 4 of 8 from the floor, 10 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. They finally do get it to Jokic. And a whistle. It's going the other way so far in this game. But the leading scorer for the Nuggets, Peyton Watson with 13. The leading scorer in the game, no surprise, Gilgeous-Alexander with 15. And Jokic is pure to start the third.
Nice little rip screen to bring him up to the top. Jokic with the nice read. Maybe that'll get him going here and be more aggressive looking to shoot.
8 points and 6 assists so far for the 3-time MVP. Holmgren, no. Big side rebound falls to Murray. Jokic took a shot from Dort. Murray racing to the rim. Oh! Sent away by Holmgren. Defense to offense. Recovery here from Denver. Murray thought he was going to have an easy one. One of the front runners for Defensive Player of the Year, showing it off early in the second half. SGA knocked out by Watson.
And showing why on that last play.
Mark Daigneault so excited for Chet and for Jamal Murray, for that matter, both making All-Star for the first time as Cason Wallace laces a triple. He said that Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, they won the title in Game 7 last year against the Pacers as Jokic tried to find the cutting Joe or make it pick it. It ends up with Murray, can't respond to the 3. He said after they won, all of them were not satisfied with the way they played. He said Chet went right to him. He goes, man, I looked slow on that film. I have to get better this year, and he has.
And that was a beautiful thing. I mean, I said earlier, the integrity, the character of this group. You win, and they're looking to get better and be a better team as a result of their success. Defense stepping up for Denver.
Continued development even at the highest level for Oklahoma City. Both of these coaches feel like the respective oppositions actually make their teams better just by playing against each other 4 times a year. Murray late clock, can't hit the jumper, and the rebound falls to Holmgren. Bodies hitting the deck with Dort still on the ground. Dort's going to make it physical, and certainly Denver has reacted with their own physicality as SGA just creates the space and drills another J.
This makes it look easy.
Back to a 10-point game. SGA up to 17 points. He's 3 away from his 120th straight 20-point game. Watson driving kick. Pickett for three.
And a great action on the offensive end for Denver. Ball getting from side to side, dribble penetration. The ball didn't stick, and they were rewarded.
Gilgeous-Alexander bounce. Hartenstein, a finish. Hartenstein and Jokic have been jawing back and forth all night. Jokic just forced it up, and then Holmgren had it taken away by Jones inside. Second chance now, Watson, fresh 14. Trying to get Jokic more touches. They do. He draws the contact.
Here early in this third quarter.
That physicality is obvious as we check in with Ashley.
Wasn't too bad, but he said we absolutely need to do a better job rebounding the ball. They have way too many offensive rebounds. Also, Denver's turnovers need to be cleaned up. And I asked about Nikola Jokic getting more field goal attempts this next half. He said we're going to keep feeding it to him. Hopefully he can keep creating and getting into a rhythm.
Well, so far so good. He had only 2 field goal attempts in the first half. He's already got 2 in the second half, and that's the second half 3 for Cason Wallace. His 5th triple tonight. That ties his career high from the outside. He's got 17 points. Jokic outside. Watson's response is there.
Watson continues to shoot the ball well from the three-point line. But as Jokic backs down the defender, they're collapsing there, and got to keep him honest from 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander, Jay, and he gets the roll.
And right now, just a great balance to his offensive attack. He's being aggressive, looking for his shot, but reading the defense and finding his teammates. Wallace on the previous possession for that 3.
He's got 19 points on 9 field goal attempts. Watson, similar spot, same result.
Tell you what, Watson making $4 million right now, restricted free agent this summer. He is showing, proving right now that he has a lot of game.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds the double. Dort's the open man. Way off on the 3. And Watson with the long arms reaches back for the board. Murray was calling for it, but Watson's feeling it after back-to-back jumpers. Now it will be Murray. They switch with Wallace. 12 to shoot. Murray gets past him. Murray stops. Had a block, but Jokic is there to clean it up. Only the 2nd rebound tonight for Nikola Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander, attack mode, can't finish. Jokic has another board. Now he's off to the races. Finds Watson streaking, kick it, open, Pickett has got it. He splashes home a big 3, 7-0 run. Pickett, for example, who has been in big moments, late games, clutch games. You can throw him out there maybe in a playoff series. It's not going to feel foreign to him, and we just saw it in a big moment on that last bucket again. And a whistle and a foul going the other way. The 7-0 Denver run, they can get it to within a possession here. Watson had a block, but a foul on Hartenstein. That's going to be number 4, and Watson's...
Hartenstein in disbelief, didn't think there was a lot of contact there.
4 and 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
And he's been very aggressive, very much hunting his shot, looking for opportunities. Making the most of them here in this third quarter.
Really midway through this third, it's a 1-possession game in Denver. Another zone look defensively for the Nuggets. SGA peeks at his options, goes to work with a spin, kick, Holmgren, 3. He makes it rain from the corner. First 3 of the night for Holmgren, the 13th 3 and 10th assist from SGA. Jokic has the response. It's a big man 3-point party. 14 for the Joker. Wallace continues his scorching 3-point night. A career high 6 made 3s. 20 points for Wallace. Back to a 6-point game. Trying to get it to Jokic on a retouch. They do. Jokic. Spin. Back down. Williams stays in front. Holmgren's there on the block. Off the front iron. Into the hands of Dort. The help defense. Perfect from Chet. Gilgeous-Alexander bounce. Williams extra. It's Wallace. A 3. Cason cans it. 4. He's got a career high in scoring at 23. SGA's got 10 assists. Now does Denver have a counterpunch here? Murray right back to Jokic. He'll try. And Holmgren, uncontested, has his third rebound. It felt like Denver had the momentum in their hand on their home floor, but the shooting from the outside for OKC continues. Bullseye for SGA. 16 of 32 from 3 tonight. OKC 9-0 run with a foul before the shot.
That's right. There, SGA doing it at only 6'4" is incredible.
Only 6 games away. Valanciunas had it struck by Wiggins. Picked up by OKC with numbers the other way. Wiggins, Williams, SGA. Finds the cutter. No, it's not quite back to him. Pickett got a hand on it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander loves the matchup. And he doesn't get the roll. Fight for the board. It's Wallace who comes away with it. Second chance again for the Thunder. Wiggins, deep one. It goes. It is a barrage from the outside. The Thunder cannot miss. 12-0 run. Above 50% on the night from 3 as Valanciunas finally stops the bleeding.
Well, the shooting has been extraordinary for OKC, but the defense as well, getting stops and feeding off that defense. The shooting not suffering at all.
Wallace finally misses one. Who is going to spark it again for Denver? Watson's been that guy all night. Valanciunas already has 1 3. Doesn't have a second one. 3.5 to play in the third. Oklahoma City's led now by as many as 15. One of the best second half teams in the NBA. SGA got the bump and the bucket. He is a one-man wrecking crew. And true 49%.
They shoot 49% from the three-point line with the way they play, particularly on the defensive end, and SGA and his consistency. They're unbeatable.
They proved that in the early portion of the season. Holmgren can't hit to start the fourth. Jokic is on the floor to begin this quarter. He's at 23 minutes so far tonight. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. SJ's on the bench to start the fourth as expected. Brown on the outside off a series of screens. It's Hardaway. Off the heel, Hardaway has just not found that three-point rhythm. 0 for 3 and now 0 for 5 overall. Holmgren, Isaiah Joe. 2-man game. Holmgren tries again. And a rebound of Brown. Can Denver go on a little bit of a run with SJ on the bench? Jokic gets the touch. Brown, his 3-ball. Wallace in transition. A blur on a bucket and a chance for 3.
Then is showing the much improved offensive player he's become.
Can't convert the 3-point play, but it's an 18-point game, largest lead for OKC. Brown on the outside, looking for Jokic. He has to dribble it into his hands. Dangerous pass finds Jones. Outside Strother, extra. Hardaway nearly traveled, and he still can't find that 3-point territory.
And OKC, they double-teamed Jokic, and they got out to shooters, made him make the extra pass. And even there, Hardaway Jr. in the corner, a contested 3.
Holmgren had a rip by Jones, and then out of bounds, going the other way for the timeout. But the ball was already inbounded. Strother turned the corner, bounce it. Brown is fouled. And it looks like championship in 2023 with this team. Started his career with the perfect player to play alongside Nikola Jokic because of his cutting ability and his spot-up shooting.
Yeah, just a perfect fit here with this team. And as Denver gets healthy and gets Aaron Gordon back, and you know, Christian Brown and Johnson, like, this team has a chance to do something special. The feeling these two teams may meet up again down the road in the postseason.
Isaiah Joe misfires. Jokic with his 4th rebound of the night. Strother in transition. Jokic has the mismatch with Wallace. Begging for the basketball. He's got it with an open lane. Goes right into Williams. Over the double for 2.
Right there, the little switch action. Wallace getting Williams on Jokic. It didn't matter. Jokic using that size and touch on in the perimeter or inside.
OKC's offense trying to find something with SGA on the bench. It's Wiggins with 6 to shoot. Jokic has to step up, 3 on the clock. Wiggins has to hoist, and he knocks it down. Aaron Wiggins bottoms from the outside. 3 minutes gone in the fourth. Denver continuing to try to make a push. Strother cut off by Wiggins. Jokic had it ripped, but a foul on Wiggins. With 8:46 left.
They don't make a major dent in the next 3 or 4 minutes. You have to think Adamant will take Jokic out.
That'll help Peyton Watson, another triple. Off the screen, Wallace finds Holmgren, and a strip on a foul. It's going to be Jokic.
Whatever they want on the offensive end, inside, outside, and everybody contributing to this onslaught.
You're playing against one of the most smartest players and one of the smartest teams in the league. When they do something, you have to come up with something to counter it, and then you have to counter that as well. So it's so back and forth over that 7-game series. Chet telling me, I don't think people understand just how much goes into a 7-game series in terms of adjustments. And guys, Lou told me that playoff series was the hardest one he's ever played in. And I think we're seeing it tonight in Game 50 against these two teams.
Well, Bruce Brown's trying to do whatever he can to keep it close, Ashley. Appreciate that insight, because Mark Daigneault told us before the game about Chet Holmgren. He's going to call the timeout. To be great in the NBA, Gilgeous-Alexander, Hartenstein, Joe, Dort, and Wiggins. SGA had it blocked on a foul. Bruce Brown, the last line of defense, is going to pick it up.
And Gilgeous attacks and draws that foul.
He is 20th 20-point game. He is 1 point away from his 34th game of 30 or more points, and he's got his 5th double-double of the season. 5 rebounds away from his 3rd career triple-double, one of which came so far against Denver. Off the handoff, Murray spins on Dort, high off the window, just comes up short. Now it's SGA. Working on Hardaway. Bounce it, extra, around the horn. Wiggins tees it up. Watson couldn't claim it, Hartenstein does. Another chance for the Thunder. That's a deep one. Joe just comes up a little bit empty-handed. Oklahoma City, 19 of 43 from 3. SJ nearly got to that pass, and he effected it out of bounds. Turnover.
Jokic never really got going, 6 of 9 from the field. If those two don't play big, it's tough against the defending champs.
SJ lost the ball. Brown got to it first. Enough time for one final push for Denver. Brown lines it up. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA. They have shot a high percentage, but the volume way lower than what Oklahoma City has brought to the table. Denver now 13 of 30 from 3. SGA creates and sticks the J. His 34th game with 30 or more points. The reigning MVP looking like it at Ball Arena. Spencer Jones has the triple. The game just feels like it's always controlled by number 2 in the Thunder jersey. Get it to him again. Wiggins, attack mode, and a foul called on Jones.
Allen Iverson?
That was Chauncey Billups.
Oh, Chauncey Billups, yeah.
5:50 to play in this fourth quarter. So they're going to go Jokic, Murray, Watson, Jones, and Strother against Dort, Hartenstein, Wallace, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Wiggins. Watson trying to force the issue, comes up with a miss. SGA, full pace, and it was a shot that ended up as a pass and a miss for Hartenstein. Watson ahead of the pack, high stepping to the rim.
A little bit of contact there too on that move by Watson. What a beautiful move in transition. 13-point game. Still a lot of time. Got to get stops on this end.
We saw Denver do it early in the third quarter. They had it to one possession before the three-point barrage from Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander is fouled.
And so adept at drawing fouls.
Suns and Blazers. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. 5 minutes to play, 14-point Oklahoma City lead. And a rip and a steal. Cason Wallace finds the trailer. It's Holmgren had it fouled. Watson went up trying to go for the block. Somewhat of a quiet night for Holmgren.
Of emotion when you get the news right before the game that you made your first All-Star game, and Holmgren and Jamal Murray both struggled a bit shooting the basketball. That might have been what factored into that.
Murray driving kick. It's Watson. Splash.
I tell you, he has really improved his game. Really the only offensive weapon in this game for Denver. 4 or 5 from the three-point line for Watson tonight.
10 to shoot for SGA. Step away. 2 more. Too good from the MVP. 34 points. And a steal from Hartenstein as Jokic tried to hook it inside. 118-103. Gilgeous-Alexander on the move. Dort, another 3. And Jokic has the board, under 4 to play. Watson left alone. Missed the 3. Up high, Dort, battle for the rebound. It's a jump ball with Jokic. Quite frequently through this game. Jokic got there first, but didn't feel like it was an even toss-up.
Yeah, Dort, he stole that right there.
What a journey for Lou Dort. Undrafted in 2019, initially signed on a 2-way deal, has become one of the most important pieces on the team that is the defending champion and has the best record in the NBA. Jokic had it taken away by Gilgeous-Alexander, running with Wallace. Wallace rises up for the slam. Timeout Denver, and that might be. And Deron Holmes, the 5 for Denver. 3 minutes to play, nearly another steal for Wallace. Holmes corrals. Around, Tyson, pump, sidestep. Dort just stayed with him. 2 to shoot. Najee finally recognized, and it's an air ball. Lou Dort, that is enough.
Establish the culture here, the selfless play, the commitment to defense. That's why they are so dangerous as Holmgren draws a foul.
Montreal actually moved to the United States at 16 years old, barely spoke any English, growing up speaking French, and pick by pick by pick, never hears his name. So his family and Lou get up towards the end of the second round and start leaving with tears in his eyes as he gets a call from Sam Presti of the Oklahoma City Thunder saying, we want you on a 2-way deal, and we believe that you made life so difficult for him. And now to see how he's developed as a shooter in his all-around game, it really is a fantastic story of perseverance and just understanding what your individual is capable of, both personally, as Holmes knocks that one through, and also the coaching staff for the Thunder. Approaching 2 minutes to play here in Denver, and it looks like it's going to be another wire-to-wire win for Oklahoma City as Ousmane Dieng misfires on the 3-ball. It would be their 6th coast-to-coast victory from start to finish. For Denver, just the 2nd game back with Nikola Jokic, as Tyson will try the 3, and he puts that one through. That is the 16th made 3 for the Nuggets tonight, but that 3-point shooting in the 3rd quarter for Oklahoma City was the difference.
Yeah, that was the difference. And look, I mean, Denver played well in that 3rd quarter, scored 30 points in the 3rd quarter. It was just this incredible shooting from the 3-point line. OKC, a big-time win. You know, a team that had not been playing great basketball. Lost 3 of their last 4, 14-10 in their last 24. This was a game they came in ready to play and knew the importance of sending a message.
Strother can't hit on the 3. Cason Wallace and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander combined for 61 points.
Wow.
On 20 of 30 from the floor. And remember, this is a Thunder team still playing without Jalen Williams, J-Dub, who is missing his 7th consecutive game with a thigh injury. Stick around. Jalen Williams, no Alex Caruso, missing his 6th straight game with an adductor injury. A.J. Mitchell's out for the 5th consecutive game with the abdominal strain for Denver as Tyson gets the bump. Jokic making the return for the 2nd straight game. Murray was